we have Ayushi. Okay, so Ayushi has a question. Hi, love. I have a question. How do we manage third party risk as part of ISO 27001? For example, vendors handling patients' data or lab reports.
So, thank you so much for your question, Ayushi. First of all, a very valid question because when we are dealing with sensitive information, okay, so this is basically PHI, patient health information, okay. So, when we are dealing with PHI, which is patient health records, patient medical information, this makes it highly sensitive information, okay. So, we call it sensitive PII, okay. So, when we deal with sensitive PII, the chances of risk increase actually multifold. So what happens is that we need to take care of compliances first of all, because you might have heard about HIPAA. There's a HIPAA compliance out there, okay, which is for healthcare protection, okay. And there is similarly we have GDPR, which talks about personal data. So a lot of compliances now hit you left, right, and center when you talk about sensitive PII. And because of that, now we have to be very careful whether the vendor who is handling this patient health information, PHI data, is that vendor compliant with these compliances or not? If not, then it becomes a huge issue for the organization or the hospital or the healthcare facility where they are actually dealing with this data. Because now this is not only about a person, this is about their health now. It is about their medical history, their background, their actual sensitive PII, which if leaked would have a may have a life threatening impact also to an individual up to that level, definitely. Because let's say somebody is getting about to get married, let's say after 2 3 months, and that person does not want to reveal that information, but somehow due to a data leak or due to a data breach, breach, it happens that that information goes out. Just imagine the type of impact it would get to that person. So that is why, Ayushi, in these cases, compliance is the first thing that we need to look out for. Along with that, you have to make sure that the due diligence of the vendor onboarding has to be very properly done. If the due diligence is not properly done, if the onboarding is not properly done, if the contracts are not properly laid out, if the vendors are just onboarded without performing any risk assessment, it will become a huge challenge for the organization. That's the big difference. Yeah, that's it, Shantashi.
I think talking about challenges and everything